Welcome back to the Games Revealed channel. I'm James, also The Brink, and let's get talking a little bit about the prototypes that brought us the Steam Deck. This is one thing that Valve does really well, and it's prototype, in my opinion. Or at least release the prototypes. I'm sure a lot of other companies prototype a lot, but with the Steam, I believe with the Steam Index, but with the HTC Vive, and any other time they've done hardware, they do a bunch of different iterations to test out different ways of like ergonomics, just hardware types, the way it looks, the way it feels, just so many different form factors. And Steam Deck is definitely probably the most tested so far. There are a lot of prototypes. It is crazy awesome, and I love that Valve released this stuff. Now, this is coming from a PC Gamer article called "The Steam Deck Had Some Wild Prototypes," and I agree with it. And before we get into that, make sure to like the video if you like this content. If you don't, dislike it, and bash that bell with your crowbar. But before you do that, you gotta subscribe. So make sure to also let me know in the comments below how I'm doing and what I can do better, if there's any content I should cover. And that's just maybe too much. Let's move on. So you can see, and if you can't see, great, I'll have a link in the description below to where you can bring it up yourself and view the images. So I'm not going to go through every single iteration, but this is crazy. You can just see, this might have been even like they wanted to see what the grips felt like right here. If you can see my mouse, you can't see my mouse. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. So you have ones right here that, you know, they just have the shell. They don't have the casing. They have an orange one, so maybe they were testing colors like the orange box. That would have been interesting. They have an orange and blue one. They have a red one. I'm not gonna shout out every single one. I'm a software engineer. I'm not a hardware engineer, so my knowledge is limited here, but they definitely really went the prototype route and did a really good job, I think, of just trying so many, like right here. Oh, there's one right here on the middle left, two of them that look a lot like the Steam controller, right? And so they weren't even, I don't even know if they had joysticks. They were just the round touchpads. And if you can hear a barking dog, I do apologize. My dog is currently loving something outside and is barking. And you got the innards. There's just so many cool things with these prototypes. I wonder, like right here, the top right, I don't know if they were trying to go with like testing drop durability. It looks like it looks really weird. Got triangles. This is just like the bottom right is reminding me of the Office Dunder Mifflin's like triangle tablet. They went really crazy with some of these. You can see some where they were so close to what we have now. And it looks like they really did like that rounded touchpad, and they went with the squares. I'm curious why. Maybe it's because it is a better form factor. I don't know. So that is so cool. Okay. So over here we go. We got some zoomed in images. This is the one I was talking about earlier, the top right, where it's just, you know, this essentially they're trying to determine maybe how far apart the device should be and how it would feel. And it's an interesting little device. The bottom left, I don't even know, were they trying? Looks like they were trying to do detachable controllers. That one is the most bizarre looking thing. It's almost a boomerang. And so you can just see like they tried everything. I saw everything. And so, yeah, I mean, I don't even know what that top left one is. It's just I think it's just a controller, and they were just maybe trying some different controller modules, boards. And so you can definitely see some of these iterations look so close to what we got. And I'm just so curious. Well, I would love to see the notes on this to just see why they didn't go with those specific ones. Oh, looks like Apple got involved and we got some white Steam Decks. I'm sure there's some people that would love a white Steam Deck. I am not one of those. I am a black person when it comes to my devices. So, I mean, there we go. And there's some additional, you got some colors. Actually, that gray and yellow one is pretty, oh, you can see my mouse now. It's pretty sick, actually. I really like that. Oh, and then you get this weird, so they were just testing out on this middle one, the different must be just positioning of everything. You can see the screw. They were just trying to get the right position and see probably how it felt on your fingers. Yeah, you can see basal joint. They really went into the UX design on this. They really wanted to make sure from a user standpoint it was good, and that's very important. I feel like sometimes some of these companies don't do enough user testing and make sure that the device is very ergonomical and works really well. You get some bizarre, really cool but bizarre, like this one's like a handgun Steam Deck. Like you can just, you know, holster it, pull it out real quick, play your game, holster it. Now I wonder if they were trying to go for that, like a holster, whip it out. That'd actually be kind of cool. It looked like an idiot walking around with that, but you know, it's just so weird the directions they went with this. We've looped around. That's really what I wanted to show was, hey, look at these cool prototypes that Valve did, and I just love seeing those behind the scene kind of things. I really do love that Valve takes the time to release these types of things, and I'm sure it's partly a PR thing. It really looks good. Valve really looks good as a company when they disclose more to the public than just hiding behind anything. And if those got leaked, you know, maybe some other companies would even sue people for leaking those. And for someone that's had previous games leaked, it still is pretty cool that they're, you know, releasing this type of stuff to us to show us. And maybe I'm wrong about some of that, but hey, in the end, we got cool looking prototypes. So let me know what you think in the comments below, what prototype you would have wanted, where if it wasn't the final product that we had, which one of those looked kind of cool. I'm gonna go with maybe the pistol grip, so you can just, you know, holster it and play real quick. So that's my opinion on that. So with that, let's close this out. Later guys, peace out.